So once you have done your brain dump and everyone has their set of ideas already in place with them on jotted on a post-it note. And by the way, always mention the fact that one idea, one post-it note. It becomes easier when you want to move ideas around and combine ideas. So always remember the rule: one idea, one post-it. So if you don't have a post-it, that's okay. You can still continue to have all your ideas collected in one place. So once the brain dump process is done, then what I want you to do is actually start giving prompts. Now, if you are like most people, the first few ideas when you are asked to come up with ideas are typically the same ideas that everyone else will come up with. So these are not very creative at all. So if you really want creative ideas, what you then need to do is to give them prompts. So what do I mean by prompts? You need to create artificial constraints. Let's say, for example, you are trying to solve a particular problem. Can you give them a prompt that you need to come up with ideas to solve this problem using music? So that gives a constraint, and that also gives a reference point for people to think and come up with ideas, because it's easier if you are constrained to come up with creative ideas rather than when you have complete freedom and you can think of whatever you want to think of. So some very easy prompts are, how would you solve this using music? How would you solve this if you had zero budget? How would you solve this if you cannot do anything, you cannot hire new people, you cannot spend any new budget, but you have to do the same thing with the same team, with the same process? You can create artificial constraints, like for example, how would Superman do it? How would Apple do it? How would Microsoft do it? How would someone from journalism do it? How would someone from the music industry do it? How would someone like a film director approach and solve this problem? These are all problems, these are all prompts which help people in thinking through and coming up with clearly distinct and creative ideas.